Private Murray died alongside 2 other soldiers, also from the 2nd Battalion, the Parachute Regiment. Now, I arrived just after 8 o'clock this morning, and by that time, well, queues were already way around the corner. The team from United Utilities have been forced to borrow a kayak from one of the local farmers here to try and get out the power cable to mend the problem. This area is known as Mickle Le Brax and has always been very popular with holidaymakers and tourists. But it was yesterday lunchtime that a group of walkers were down here enjoying the rugged coastline when they made the grim discovery of a body washed up on the rocks.
It's Jennifer with a roundup of the action.
Thank you. Well, Carlisle United continued their push towards the championship at the weekend. They're sitting pretty in an automatic promotion place, 5 points above 3rd place Doncaster and 5 points below the top team, Swansea. These lot are going great guns at the moment. They're travelling around 22, 23 miles an hour. But this is the most frightening bit for them because the Isle of Man, well, that's out of sight and we can't yet see West Cumbria. Just some of the great goals Michael Bridges scored for Carlisle United. He hit the back of the net 15 times for the Cumbrians and helped them win promotion to League One. This season, Bridges spent 3 months making a name for himself at Sydney FC. There's no doubt he's still got the skill and is enjoying the sunshine and Aussie lifestyle. But of course, the day I caught up with him at training, the heavens opened. This wasn't what I expected, getting soaking wet watching Sydney FC train. But yes, it rains here too, but that hasn't kept the fans away.
There's been a spectacular helicopter crash on the Auckland waterfront in the heart of the city this morning. Jennifer Humphreys is one of our reporters at the scene. Jennifer, what are you seeing there?
Well, from where I'm stood, I can see the nose of the helicopter still stood up just by the bridge on the viaduct. There's still an awful lot of emergency crews around here. Fire and police are making the area safe. The area is still completely cordoned off to the public, although a lot of people have gathered down here. Always a popular spot. On one side, the viaduct, on the other side, the Wynyard Quarter. The helicopter was in the process of putting up a Christmas tree, and when it went to release the winch rope, something went wrong. Leslie Whitty was working on a nearby boat.
The rope caught into the rotor blades and it just spun the helicopter right round and it pretty much cut the tail off and it just went down.
A crowd of more than 100 union members marched from the ports of Auckland to the meeting this morning. The Firefighters Union showed their support by joining in, and passing traffic urged the group on with beeping horns.
Eyewitnesses described seeing 10-metre-high flames bursting from the balloon before it hit the ground. Jennifer Humphreys from New Zealand's TV3 joins us live now from Auckland. Jennifer, what more can you tell us about this?
Well, as you say, this tragedy happened in Carterton, that's just north of the capital in Wellington. It has now been confirmed that all 11 people travelling on board this hot air balloon have died. That, of course, includes the pilot, who's been described as a very experienced pilot, and 10 people who were taking a scenic flight over the Wairarapa.
Kia ora, good evening. Police in South Auckland are hunting for an armed man after a shooting last night left a 23-year-old in a critical condition. Jennifer Buck reports.
The victim was rushed into an ambulance and taken to hospital for surgery late last night after being shot in the stomach outside his house on Eastland Road. The victim's car quickly became the focal point of interest. Police started the scene examination last night and forensic teams returned this morning. The victim's car was parked here outside of the family home at the time of the shooting. It's believed he probably got out of the car after a possible confrontation with the gunman. Life is short, have an affair. The tagline says it all, and while it's a taboo subject, plenty of people have signed up. Hackers are now threatening to name and shame the millions of users of Ashley Madison worldwide, including an estimated 70,000 Kiwis. It's easy enough to sign up, and you don't need to be yourself. With a false name and email address, I'm now linked up with 44 men in Auckland who are apparently keen to meet up. But those men and millions like them may be thinking twice about the revealing pictures and very personal information they put online.
Where's the doggy?
Imogen is 18 months old. Already she knows how to use Mum's phone and iPad.
She knows to press the button and then a photo comes up of the family and she goes, Daddy, so she knows exactly what to do.
The family choose not to have a television, but the availability of other technology is just as tempting. Laptops and computers are a common sight in schools, but now even some daycares are bringing them into the classroom. Here, children from 2 to 3.5 are engaging, and you can see how much they enjoy it. Best Start daycare centres are looking to offer tablets or laptops to their 260 centres across New Zealand.
The best kind of use is where it's interacting with other adults and other children.
So while this may be the future, early learning experts say only when it's mixed with good old-fashioned play and turning the pages of a more traditional book. Jennifer Buck, 3 News.